The stars were cold, silent. Commander Vrel looked at the mission details. One target, one human colony, one simple job. The Zircon Collective never failed a mission. Never. The contract was simple. Kill the colony governor. Send a message to humans. Show them who was really in charge of the galaxy. 5 of the best assassins in the galaxy were chosen. Not soldiers. Assassins. Professionals who could kill without making a sound. Who could disappear after doing their job. Their technology was perfect. Their training was perfect. Their plan was perfect. The colony was on the edge of human-controlled space, a small place. Unimportant. Or so they thought. The assassin squad leader reviewed the mission details. Her name was Kira. She had completed 237 missions. Never failed. Never left a trace. This will be easy, she told her team. The team was special. Different species, different skills, but all the best at what they did. A shape-shifting alien who could become anything. A technology expert who could hack any system. A stealth specialist who could move through walls. A weapons expert with guns that could destroy entire buildings. And Kira, the leader, the one who made sure everything worked. The Zircon Collective believed humans were weak. Simple. Easy to control. They had no idea what was coming. On Earth, someone was already watching. Kai Park sat in a dark room. Screens showed everything. Mission details, assassin information, colony protection plans. He was not a normal soldier. He was something else. A ninja. Trained in ways most people didn't understand. Able to do things most people thought impossible. The assassin squad thought this was a simple mission. They were wrong. Very wrong. The command center was quiet, but something big was happening. Admiral Elena Rodriguez looked at the screens. Not just screens. Information windows, tactical displays, communication networks. We are not going to defend, she said to her team. We are going to change the game. Dr. Sung Ho worked on something special. Not just protection technology. Something more. Adaptive systems that could think. Devices that could change. Technologies that could surprise. The human response was not about being strong. It was about being smart. Most military teams would prepare weapons. Humans prepared something different. Understanding. Adaptation. Thinking. Kai Park was more than a ninja. He was a complete system. Part warrior. Part thinker. Part technology. The team began to prepare. Not just Kai. The entire support system. Yuna Kim, the intelligence specialist, began collecting information. Not just about the assassins. About everything. How they moved. How they thought. What they believed. David Park, the communication expert, created special systems. Communication networks that could change. That could confuse. That could adapt. The Zircon Collective thought they knew humans. They were wrong. Humans were not just another species. Humans were something else. A species that could change. A species that could adapt. A species that could survive. Admiral Rodriguez looked at the final plan. It was not a defense plan. It was a transformation plan. We are going to show them something, she told her team. Humans are not just another target. The preparation began. Quiet. Careful. Powerful. The room was dark. Screens everywhere. Kai Park was not just watching. He was understanding. Yuna Kim, the intelligence analyst, brought in something special. Not just information. A complete picture. The assassin squad had 5 members. Each member was different. Each member had a weakness. The shapeshifter could change form, but could not change temperature. Always a little different from normal environment. The technology expert could hack systems, but left digital footprints. Small, but there. The stealth specialist could move through walls, but needed special breathing equipment. A small limitation. The weapons expert had powerful guns, but those guns needed special cooling systems. Another weakness. And Kira, the leader. Perfect record. Never failed. But perfection is a weakness. Kai Park saw connections, not just facts, possibilities. We are not going to fight them, he told his team. We are going to make them fight themselves. Min Ji, the psychological warfare expert, began to create something special. Not just a defense plan, a complete mental trap. David Park worked on communication systems, signals that could confuse, information that could misdirect. The human team was not preparing for a fight. They were preparing to change the entire game. Each piece of information was a weapon. Each understanding was a strategy. Each connection was a possibility. The Zircon Collective thought they knew everything. They were wrong. Humans were not just another target. Humans were something else. A species that could think. A species that could adapt. A species that could survive. The colony looked quiet. Too quiet. Kai Park knew something was different. Not normal. Not right. The assassin squad arrived like ghosts. Quiet. Confident. Believing this was an easy mission. First, the shapeshifter tried to enter the colony. Changing form. Moving like liquid. Believing no one could see. But Kai was waiting. The environmental sensors were special. Not normal sensors. Sensors that could see temperature differences. Tiny changes. Invisible to most. The shapeshifter moved. But something was wrong. An alarm. Soft. Quiet. But there. Kira, the assassin squad leader, realized something. This was not a normal colony. This was something else. The technology expert tried to hack the communication systems. Confident. Powerful. Believing no system could stop him. But David Park was waiting. The communication network was a trap. Not blocked. Not stopped. But changed. Every signal the technology expert sent went somewhere else. Showed something different. Created confusion. The stealth specialist moved through walls. Believing nothing could stop him. Believing he was invisible. But Minji was waiting. Psychological traps everywhere. Not physical walls. Mental walls. Confusion systems. The weapons expert prepared to attack. Powerful guns. Deadly technology. Believing nothing could survive. But the entire colony was different. Not a target. A system. The living thing that could change. Kai Park watched everything. Not moving. Not fighting. Understanding. The Zircon Collective thought this was a simple mission. They were wrong. Humans were not just another target. Humans were something else. A species that could think. A species that could adapt. A species that could survive. The colony was changing. Not by weapons. By something else. Kai Park watched the assassin squad become confused. Their perfect plan was falling apart. The shapeshifter couldn't trust its own changes. Every time it tried to become something new, the environment fought back. Small signals. Tiny changes. Making it impossible to hide. The technology experts' systems were going crazy. Communication lines twisted. Information changed. Nothing worked like it should. Kira, the assassin squad leader, realized something important. This was not a normal defense. This was something else. Minji had created psychological traps everywhere. Not physical walls. Mental barriers. Confusion systems that made the assassins question everything. One moment, a path looked clear. The next moment, it disappeared. One moment, the communication seemed simple. The next moment, it meant something totally different. The colony was alive. Not with people. With systems. With thinking. With adaptation. David Park's communication networks were special. Not just blocking signals. Changing signals. Making the assassins see what humans wanted them to see. The weapons experts' powerful guns became useless. Targeting systems went crazy. Aiming became impossible. Every shot went somewhere unexpected. Kai Park understood something important. War is not about killing. War is about understanding. about changing the system. The Zircon Collective thought they knew everything. They were wrong. Humans were not just another species. Humans were something else. A species that could think. A species that could adapt. A species that could survive. The assassin squad was no longer hunting. They were being hunted by a system they could not understand. The communication networks buzzed. Something was happening. Something big. Diplomatic stations watched. Neutral observers tracked everything. The galaxy held its breath. Su Jin, the communication analyst, studied the reports. Not just reports. Information patterns. Changing dynamics. The Zircon Collective had always been perfect. Always won. Never failed. Until now. David Kim, the galactic relations expert, found something interesting. Not just a mission. The complete system breakdown. Other alien species began to talk. Whispers became conversations. Conversations became something more. The assassin squad was falling apart. Not by weapons. By something else. Elena Gonzalez, the neutral zone mediator, watched carefully. The mission was changing. Not just a fight. A demonstration. Humans were showing something important. Not just how to defend. How to think. How to adapt. Some alien species were scared. Some were excited. Some were curious. The communication networks showed something special. An elite assassin squad. Stopped. Not by force. By intelligence. Humans were not just another species. They were something different. A species that could change systems. A species that could think differently. A species that could survive. The galaxy was learning something important. Perfection is not strength. Ability to change is strength. The moment changed everything. Michael Lee watched the screens. Not just watching. Understanding. Kai Park was more than a ninja. He was a complete system. A living strategy. The assassin squad was falling apart. Not by fighting. By thinking. Unipark created something special. Communication networks that were alive. Changing. Breathing. The Zircon Collective thought they knew everything. They were wrong. Humans did not fight like other species. Humans thought like a living system. Carlos Rodriguez looked at the final plan. Not a plan to destroy. A plan to transform. Every signal sent, every movement made, was part of a bigger picture. The assassin squad became confused. Their perfect systems failed. Their technology stopped working. Kai Park moved like water. Not a person. A thinking system. The colony was not a place. It was a living brain. Changing. Adapting. Thinking. Michael Lee understood something important. War is not about killing. War is about understanding. About changing the system. The assassin squad was trapped. Not by walls. By thoughts. By possibilities. Humans were showing the galaxy something special. Not just how to fight. How to think. How to survive. The turning point was not a battle. It was an idea. The last moment was not what anyone expected. Kai Park stood in the center of the colony. Not moving. Not fighting. Thinking. Kira, the assassin squad leader, realized something was wrong. Very wrong. Their perfect mission was falling apart. Not by fighting. By something else. The shapeshifter couldn't change. The technology expert systems were dead. The stealth specialist was visible. The weapons expert's guns were useless. Kai Park was more than a person. He was a living system. A thinking strategy. The colony became something else. Not a place. A living brain. Every system was connected. Every movement was a thought. Every signal was a possibility. The assassin squad was trapped. Not by walls. By understanding. Kira tried to fight back. But fighting was impossible. The entire colony was watching. Thinking. Changing. Humans had done something impossible. Turned a defense into a complete system. The living, thinking defense. The Zircon Collective thought they knew everything. They were wrong. Humans were not just another species. Humans were something else. A species that could think. A species that could adapt. A species that could survive. The final moment was not about winning. It was about showing something important. Humans were different. The galaxy was different now. Kai Park stood quiet. The mission was complete, but something bigger had happened. The Zircon Collective was not destroyed, but it was changed. Forever. Diplomatic teams gathered, not just humans, representatives from many alien species. Everyone wanted to understand. How did humans do what no one else could do? Dr. Elena Chen, the lead diplomatic advisor, understood something important. This was not just about defense. This was about showing a new way of thinking. The Zircon Collective learned a hard lesson. Perfection is not strength. Ability to change is strength. Other alien species began to look at humans differently, not as a species to be controlled, but as a species that could solve problems, a species that could adapt. The technologies created during the mission began to help everyone. Communication systems became smarter. Defensive strategies became more flexible. Understanding between species became deeper. Kai's mission was about more than stopping an assassination. It was about showing something important. One person can change everything. If they are smart enough, if they are patient enough, if they understand the system. The colony watched, not with anger, but with understanding. Kira, the assassin squad leader, was removed from her position. The Zircon Collective was forced to change, to become better. Kai Park did not celebrate. He remembered why he fought. To protect, to show a different way.